Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in my last update about Jodha and Akbar, Salim was really depressed and angry that he couldn't become the king, and Anarkali goes to persuade and to console him, and Jodha asks Jalal to let her change her religion for the sake of their son, but Jalal refused and Jodha was confused on what to do. Let's continue from there. Murad comes to the dance bar with Daniya, and Murad comes to Salim and says that he wanted to meet Salim and talk to Salim, but Salim did not come. Salim says that he sent a message that he was busy. Murad says that he have an important work to do, but Salim comes to the dance bar all the time, so he had to come to the dance bar as well. Salim says that this is his personal matter and no one has right to question him. Murad says that he wanted to talk to Salim about the Punjab issue, but Salim says that he doesn't want to talk. Anarkali says that she thinks that this is not the right time to discuss things. Murad says that Anarkali should shut up, and now a dancer will tell him when to talk, and when princes are talking, then the dancers should remain silent. Salim says that Murad should not even say a single word. Murad says to Salim that now the dancer have so much value that she would interfere in their matters, and this only happens because Salim has given so much importance to Anarkali. Salim gets angry and slaps Murad. Murad says so Salim slapped the next king in front of a dancer. Salim says that Anarkali is not a common dancer and he will not bear it if anyone talks to Anarkali like this. Murad says that Salim did not do good and Murad and Daniya leaves. Salima says to Amida that this is the first time that Jodha is not fasting and doing the puja. Rukaya says that Jodha is right. Amida says that she will talk to Jodha. Salima says that Jalal has tried to talk to Jodha, but Jodha is not listening. Amida says that Jodha is a mother, so she can do anything for her son, and any mother would do that. And if she, Salima or Rukaya were in Jodha's place, then Amida realized that Rukaya did not give birth, and Amida says sorry to Rukaya, that she did not mean to insult her, and Rukaya says that there is no problem. Rukaya thinks in her mind that it hurt her in some way that Amida called her childless, and Jodha did not also fast even though Jalal insists, and now she will create a misunderstanding. Moti asks all the maid to start the prayer, but the maid says that Jodha always starts the prayer, and how can they do the prayer without Jodha? Jalal comes there and says to Moti that Jodha did not come, but he has fasted so he will do the puja. The maid says that but the fast is done by a woman for her family. Jalal says that when two people get married, then they share all their problems, and why is it that only women have to pray for her family, and can a man not fast for the betterment of the family, so he will do the puja. Jodha comes there and Jalal looks at Jodha and smile, and a song plays in the background. Then Jalal and Jodha share an dialogue. The priest says that since both Jalal and Jodha are there, then they can do the prayer as a couple. And Jalal and Jodha sit for the prayer. Then Jalal says to Jodha that so Jodha finally came. Jodha says that so Jalal also fasted, and both Jalal and Jodha pour the milk in the pool along with the other couples as part of the prayer. Then they do the arti, and they look at each other and remember the Gangwa time when Jalal had seen Jodha for the first time, and both Jalal and Jodha praise, and they put the lamp in the pool. After the prayer, Jodha says to Jalal that so Jalal was acting and Jalal was actually fasting. And that is her point, that how does it matter if she is a Muslim or Hindu, and if Jalal is fasting on the Hindu occasion, so she can also fast on Islamic occasion. Jalal says that it matters to him, and it is not about the Hindu or Muslim, but it is about forcing someone to live their belief. And Jodha has already fulfilled all her duties, and no one can call their relationship illegal. And about Salim, Salim should understand that he cannot take decision by forcing anyone. Okay, if Manvai was in Jodha's place, would Jodha have asked her to change her religion? Jodha says that she will never ask Manvai to change her religion, and Jalal says so Salim should understand that he is the next king and his decision can affect many people, so he should take decision using his mind, and both him and Jodha has joined two religions with their marriage, so they should not change it, and if Jodha thinks that he is right, then Jodha should smile. Jodha smiles shyly, and Jalal says that now he can assume that Jodha will not ask him to change her religion again, and Jodha nods. Jalal says that he is hungry, and Jodha says that who asked Jalal to fast? Jalal says that when Jodha was fasting, then how can he eat? And both Jalal and Jodha eat together. Moti says to Jodha that it is being said that after some months of marriage, love fades away, But Jalal and Jodha's love is increasing day by day. Jodha smiles and a maid comes there and informs Jodha that Murad and Salim fought and Salim slapped Murad. Jodha says that this is so wrong and Salim slapped the next king, and if Jalal gets to know about it, then Jalal will punish Salim, and this way both father and son will go away from each other, so she have to talk to Salim. Jalal gets to know about Salim slapping Murad, and Jalal says to Barbara that this is so wrong and he will not tolerate this. Jodha comes there and Jalal says that they should call Salim to the court and he will punish him there, and Barbara nods and he leaves. Jodha says that she has come to talk about Salim, and Jalal says that if Jodha is there to defend Salim, then Jodha should forget it because Salim has done a big mistake. Jodha says that she is just saying that Jalal should talk to Salim in person and not in court. Jalal says that Jodha know what position Murad is holding, and Murad is the next king, and Salim has insulted that position, so Salim would have to be punished in the court. Jalal says that Salim is his son, but he is a king as well, and Salim has slapped the next king, and if he doesn't take this matter seriously, then people will not respect the next king, and you have to set the example. Jodha says that Salim would go away from them, and Jalal says that Salim can go away from them, but he have to do justice because all criminals are equal to him, and Jodha is asking him not to do justice, and with this issue, he feels that Murad is more capable of becoming the next king than Salim. Jodha says that it is nothing like that, and Salim is only angry, but Salim won the war. Jalal says that everyone was with Salim in the war, and Salim have to control his anger, and he is not saying that Salim should not be the next king, because it is his right, but Salim have to get punished for his mistakes, and he would meet Jodha in the court, and Jalal leaves. Then Jodha was worried. Salima asked Jodha not to worry, but Jodha says that it is not a simple matter, and she was worried that this politics will bring separation in the family, and now two brothers have started fighting. Salima says that they cannot say who is wrong or right, and maybe Murad made a mistake, so Salim slapped him, and Jalal would handle the matter. Jodha says that she is worried that if the king overpowered the father in Jalal, then Jalal will not be polite with Salim, and Amida also asked Jodha not to worry. Jalal comes to the court, and everyone were present there, including Murad. Salim also comes there, and Jalal angrily looks at Salim, and Salim greets Jalal. Jalal says that there is a complaint against Salim that Salim slapped the next king, and is this true? Salim did not talk, and Jalal shouted at Salim to answer him. Salim says yes, it is true. Jalal asks Murad that did Murad provoke Salim to do so. Murad says no, he just went to talk to Salim about the Punjab, and he sent messages to Salim, but Salim did not come, so he went to Salim, but Salim says that he was busy, but Salim was at the dance bar, and he came there to ask Salim to talk about the matter, but Salim says no, and one dancer interfered in their matter, so he stopped the dancer from talking, and Salim got angry and slapped him, and it hurt him that Salim slapped him in front of a common dancer. Salim says that she is a dancer, but that doesn't mean that Murad would insult her like that, and Jalal says enough, and Salim should not say a word. Jalal says that Murad is holding a position of the next king, which is after the king, and Salim cannot insult him like this, so now he have to make Salim learn how to respect positions, so now Salim should say sorry to Murad. Salim says for what? Jalal says that it is his decision that Salim should say sorry, because Salim has insulted a great position of the government, so Salim should ask for forgiveness right now. Salim says that what would happen if he doesn't ask for forgiveness from Murad, and Jalal gets angry. Jalal asks Salim to say sorry to Murad, and Salim asks that if he doesn't, then what would happen? Jodha was worried, and Salima says to Jalal that Salim is older than Murad, so Jalal should let it go, and Jalal should not ask Salim to say sorry. Jalal says that this is his court, and he will make the decision, and Jalal again asks Salim to say sorry or else Salim will bear punishment. Salim says that Jalal should give him punishment, and it is nothing new for him because he has always been given punishment and he has always been bearing it, and he will bear it again now, but he will never say sorry at any cost. Jalal says that since Salim is already addicted to punishment, then Salim should bear it. Jalal says that Salim's punishment is that Salim is no more an high-level minister, and Salim's salary will be cut into half, and Salim is not allowed to go to the dance bar again, and the dancer that made Salim to slap Murad, Salim will not see the dancer again, and Salim was shocked. and Jalal leaves the court. Daniel thinks that he will not let any dancer snatch Manvai's right because only Manvai has right over Salim, and Jodha was worried. Barbara thinks of how to solve the problem between two sons, and Sharma comes there and asks that where is Ada these days. Barbara says that he doesn't know. Jodha comes to the weighing balance, and Jodha remembered how the priest said that son and father fight is written in Jalal's fate. Jalal comes there and says that it seems like storm is coming, so they should go inside. Jodha says that the storm has already come and nobody can stop it, and Jalal says but Jodha says that Jalal's word cannot give her peace now because Jalal promised her that he would act as a king and a father at the same time. And what happened now? Where is the balance between the father and a king? And Jalal says that nothing would happen to her family because of the politics. But can Jalal not see that both brothers are standing against each other? And did Jalal give justice to anyone? Jalal says that Jodha should not worry because he will set everything right on time. Jodha says that when will that happen, and is it until when one brother killed the other and when they have totally gone against each other? Jalal says that he knows that he made a mistake, but Jodha should not cry because he cannot see tears in Jodha's eyes. And Jalal asks Jodha and says that he promised that he would punish the person that caused all this. Salim comes to the dance bar, but the soldier stops him and says that it is Jalal's order that Salim cannot meet Anarkali. Salim says that nobody can stop him, and Salim goes inside. Anarkali opens the door, and Salim smiles looking at Anarkali, and they share an eye lock. Salim was about to come inside, but Anarkali closed the door, and Salim asks Anarkali to open the door because he wants to talk to her, and Salim cries. Anarkali says that she cannot go against Jalal's order, so Salim should please leave. Salim says that Anarkali should not do this, and only Anarkali is with him, and everyone has betrayed him, so Anarkali should not do this, and he wants to talk to Anarkali, so Anarkali should please for God's sake open the door, but Anarkali refused to open the door, and Salim leaves in tears. Zeeworld comes to Anarkali, and Anarkali says that she cannot see Salim in pain, and Anarkali asks her mother. Zeeworld says that they cannot do anything, and Salim is the king's son, while Anarkali is just a dancer. A voiceover says that the Iran's king has strong personality, and he was respected by all the countries, and his one order can make anyone die. The Iran's king says to his soldiers that he made Jalal change his decision, and Jalal did not make Salim the new king. But Jalal did not make India become an Islamic nation, and Jalal has given a lot of opportunities to the Hindus. One minister says to the Iran king that Jalal has collaborated with the other countries against the Iran king. One ambassador says that Jalal is so much afraid of the Iran king, and Jalal changed his decision, and Jalal will never go against the Iran king. The Iran king says that he knows, and he will make sure that Jalal is in his control. Ruqayya comes to Salim and says that Salim should not worry because she will talk to Jalal, but Salim says that Ruqayya should not talk to that egoistic king. Ruqayya says that she is Salim's mother and she cannot see Salim in pain, and she wanted to make Salim become her son, and she did not give back to Salim, but she is Salim's mother. Salim says that Ruqayya should not talk like this because Ruqayya has always been there for him as a mother. Ruqayya says that if she was in Jodha's place, then she would have changed her religion for Salim, but Salim should not worry because she will talk to Jalal, and Ruqayya smirks and thinks in her mind that Jodha is gone now. Murad says to Daniya that he still remembers that slap and he always respects Salim, and what did Salim did in return. Rahim comes there and says to Murad that Murad did not do good, and Murad could have solved the matter with Salim, and Murad should not have gone to Jalal. Murad says that Salim slapped the next king. Rahim says that Salim has the right on the throne, but Murad says that why can't he be the next king because he has fought in the war as well, and he worked hard more than Salim. Rahim says that but Salim is the elder son, so Salim have to be the king, and Murad asks that is Rahim jealous of him. Salima comes there and says to Murad that what Murad did was wrong, and Murad should know that Salim is the elder, and Salim has the right to become the king. Murad says that so Salima is also on Salim's side, but Salima should make Salim learn how to respect as well, and Murad leaves. Salim was drunk and Jodha comes to him. Salim says that Jodha did good by coming, but where will he go? Jodha says that she knows that what Jalal did was not good, and she tried to talk to Jalal. Salim says great, when a wife hurts someone, then the husband comes to cover up, and when the husband hurts someone, Then the wife will go to cover up, but he doesn't need all this, and Jodha wants to show him that she cannot bear his pain and that Jodha did not love him a lot, because if Jodha had loved him, then Jodha would have changed her religion by now because of him, and Jodha would have accepted Islam, and Jodha was shocked hearing all this from Salim. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it, don't forget to share it, don't forget to comment, and please make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.